Hello, welcome class, welcome students here. Hello sir with a new video of class 6th English, our chapter 8, Not Enough to Live. Students, in this chapter, we know that especially pollution of air and water is in discussion, and how can we reduce this air and water pollution, because as we know, air and water is precious things, and without both we can't live easily, or survival will be prohibited. So students, what we can do, what educated people can do, this is different matter. But what our world has done, what our global people has done for our climate change, for our global warming, and for our greenhouse gases effect. Students, before I explain you, I have to explain about what is climate change, what is greenhouse gas, what is effect of that, and how can we reduce those gases effect. So students, first we have to understand that greenhouse gases are which trap heat in atmosphere. By these gases, when the sunlight passes from gases, after backing of sunlight, some sunlight remains in there and it radiates further. After some time it radiates, that will trap heat in atmosphere. So by that greenhouse gases, the temperature absorbs in that and remains in the atmosphere and make atmosphere more hotter. Students, and this is climate change also, because if the atmosphere is hotter, the climate will be hotter, and no species and no plants and trees in that situation would be survive more. So global warming and this heat increase and this greenhouse effect. And what is global warming? And that climate change is different thing. That climate can become colder and hotter. But what is global warming? Global warming is that warming means hot, warm means hot. In Hindi you can see garam, and global means world or worldly. So the heat of the world or the earth, what is globe? What is globe? Globe is earth. So global world is from globe means our earth. The temperature of our globe, that means of our earth, is increases by the global warming, by the heat temperature of these greenhouse gases. And these greenhouse gases increase the temperature of atmosphere. Increase the temperature of atmosphere, and by that this global warming increase. By that this global warming increase. Now students, we are taking our course book. In that page number 64 of our course book, class 6th English, and in that we are taking second last para, and that is, there is still much to be done regarding the greenhouse gases that are in the atmosphere, and the Paris Climate Agreement was a welcome step in that direction. So students, before I started this topic, I explained these greenhouse gases. In these greenhouse gases, some gases are carbon dioxide, CO2, symbolic formula is CO2 of carbon dioxide, then CH4 methane, and symbolic formula of methane CH4. Methane is the gas, then N2O nitrous oxide, which is known as also as a laughing gas or laugh gas. So students, these four gases are greenhouse gases which increase the atmosphere's temperature, which trap the heat in atmosphere. I have to explain you by making a figure. Friends, just imagine that this is our atmosphere, our air atmosphere, and in that, if there is CO2, carbon dioxide, there is CH4, if there is chlorofluorocarbon, which can deplete the ozone layer. Students, you know what is ozone layer? Ozone layer is in upper atmosphere of our earth, and it prevents the ultraviolet rays. The ultraviolet rays. What is this ultraviolet rays? By these ultraviolet rays, cancer can be occurs to anyone. So these ultraviolet rays are the reason of cancer and different diseases. And this ozone layer in our atmosphere stops this ultraviolet rays to come on the Earth's surface. But this greenhouse gas chlorofluorocarbon is cause of ozone depleting layer. Ozone layer depleting, that means if there is becoming a hole in ozone layer, so this substance chlorofluorocarbon is cause of this ozone layer destruction, and these all greenhouse gases are the reason behind of global warming and greenhouse gases impact and trap heat in atmosphere and increasing of atmosphere heat, increasing heat of atmosphere, and by that global warming increases. The agreement hailed as the breakthrough in climate change. So what is Paris Climate Agreement, students? Now our next topic, Paris Climate Agreement. So as you know, Paris is the capital of France. France is a country, European country in Europe continent. Again, that Paris is capital of France, and there was a convention, there was a meeting held of all of the world's country, and in that there was a resolution passed, and they resoluted that they would secure these greenhouse gas effect, they would secure the climate change, they would secure the global warming, that the increased temperature will be reduced by them. This was the firm challenge there, and they challenged to combat, to fight with this climate change. And this agreement held as breakthrough in climate change stated that countries will slowly be withdrawing themselves from the usage of fossil fuels and going towards alternate fuels. So students, as we have discussed in previous video, fossil fuels, so burning of fossil fuels also has been a pollutant of contaminants and has been the reason of pollution. Burning of fossil fuels like we see petroleum, diesel and all. So this fossil fuels burning is also reason of pollution. So in this Paris Climate Treaty and convention and meeting, all countries decided that we will reduce the uses of fossil fuels, and we will make an alternate product replacing to fossil fuels, and we will use alternate and different type of fuels which would not create more pollution as greenhouse gases. And students, however, recently political ill will has tried to derail this accord, but the firm challenge was there. They accepted that those challenges, that they will uniquely and they will unitely do something that will decrease the bad climate change and would decrease the temperature in atmosphere. And what was the aim and purpose of that Paris Climate Agreement was to use alternate fuels except fossil fuels, because fossil fuels were the main reason of pollution. So it was declared there that they will use alternative fuels, some other fuels except fossil fuels, but a lack of political will, lack of political propaganda, there is not willpower to implement or apply those rules which were decided. So that is why till now that process is not clearly done, and till now fossil fuels are used as fuels, and that is why pollution is increasing more and more. Now students, we are forwarding. However, recently political ill will has tried to derail this accord, but one thing is known, that more initiatives of this sort have to be taken save our planet, which is rapidly moving towards extinction. So students, as you know, by this global warming, glaciers will be melted. When glaciers will be melted, the temperature will be increased. Then diseases and ultraviolet rays will be entered, ozone layer will be destructed or destroyed. So if we shall not take any essential or important step to change this pollution and change this rapid pollution towards our country or our world, so what we have to do, we have to sort out some initiatives. We have to challenge ourselves and find out some initiatives which can be decrease the rapidly loss of Earth's climate and temperatures increasing, and this temperature increase is not good for our world's health. So for that we have, and in Paris climate also it is decided that we will reduce 2 degrees temperature from the Earth's surface, and this is a huge and very hard target to reduce 2 degrees Celsius of world's climate. So it is decided in Paris Climate Agreement. And now students, time is running out and work to be done is going by the second. So time is going on and target is also going on. Target is improving and target is taking a big shape. So the best time to begin to save our planet is not today, it is right now. So don't think that we will do something in future or tomorrow and after some time. What you want to do for climate change, climate or for our world's you can say time is running out and the work to be done is going by the second. The best time to begin to save our planet is not today, it is right now. To save our planet with these greenhouse gases, to save our planet with this global warming, to save our planet with this pollution, what we can do, we have to take some step which by that we can save our planet, and we have to take this step right now, not we have to wait for that for future. So students, awareness would be promoted. There is a homework to all of you. You have to promote this awareness, this Paris Climate Agreement, this greenhouse gases, this global warming. You have to aware nearby your person, nearby your people, and you have to aware this and have to be initiate and participate yourself in the decrease of temperature, 2 degrees of temperature of world temperature. Students, we have concluded and completed our this chapter 8. In next video, we will forward our question answer of I understand of page 65. You can prepare this question answer in homework, and you can do checkpoint in homework and write word body in homework. Students, if there is any question, you can ask on my WhatsApp number. Okay students, till then, have a nice day. Thank you.